Hey guys, salut mes amis, och hallå gubbar. I'm later than usual for this coverage, but here I am, and we've got another great update on our hands. Let's do our thing right after Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is an automated service that lets you trade skins instantly for a fee, sign up now, and get up to $5 bonus. Simply add items from your inventory, then find skins that matches your current balance. Site offers live support 24/7. You can also top up your balance if you're missing a few dollars, and there's a lot of skins to choose from. Visit my link down below to get to Skins Monkey. This update is pretty similar to the last one, where we see fixes to combat more of the annoying things we experienced playing the beta. But that's only good news. I love that Valve is very keen on releasing updates frequently to make this experience as good as it can be and to wrap things up for release. We can now use timeouts during the game. But what's interesting here is that we were supposed to get them earlier, but it didn't really work because of a voting bug that didn't allow anyone to vote for timeouts. So that was also fixed in today's update. Now we have 3 timeouts during the game and 1 for overtime. The timeouts is perfect since a lot of people, including myself, have failed to move from spawn during pistol round because the game starts so freaking fast. I'm pretty sure with these timeouts that we're going to see a lot of them being used at the start because of players joining but being AFK. But all in all, this is a great addition and great to see it fixed. It also ties well with this next quality of life update because they shortened the waiting time for players to join from 5 minutes to 2 minutes, which by the way doesn't affect the 15-second counter. But this change is great in my opinion. It will force people to join in time, and you don't have to waste 5 minutes of your time if the game doesn't even start. So overall, great changes and fixes to Premiere. Another annoying bug was not being able to plant if a weapon was in the way. It would instead react to the weapon under you. That has now also been fixed. Overall, picking things up should behave smoothly now. Have you tried to look for your armor count through the buy menu? Well, before this update, it wasn't possible to see it, but they made sure to add that in now, which, makes total sense. We also see improvements and fixes to nades, specifically smokes and mollies. One of the most notable ones was for broken lineups where the molly would just automatically teleport under you, which felt like a jump scare, but as you can see now is no longer an issue. Sick lineup, by the way. The molly spread has also been fixed, where in certain scenarios, the spread would be tiny in corners, and you can see the difference here. 2 other issues that were very quickly solved was not being able to change your graffitis mid-game, and the alt-tab issues that occurred using full screen. Just proof that Valve is cooking and working really hard to make us satisfied. I mean, these fixes came within just a couple hours. The rest is various fixes not so easy to showcase, but still nice to see added to this update. One thing to point out, however, is that many have experienced a bug with the cake basically appearing wrong in the radar. This has already happened to me and many others. It says here that it's fixed, but unfortunately there are still reports after this update that it's still happening. So we'll just have to see if Valve adds this to a future update or if they're just going to release a quick fix for it secretly in the future. Also, because of the added overtime timeout that I talked about before, they've added several commands to adjust that specifically for server users. Now the beta is doing well, but there's still a couple things that needs fixing or addressing. Of course, I'll let you guys comment on the ones you think are important, but let me start with some of the few that stand out to me right now. One is the rubber banding as you go close to a teammate. It also completely halts you on ladders, so on Nuke, getting up to heaven is really bad at the moment. And I'm not alone on this one, but it's a lot harder to tell if you're being mollied. And I've seen a lot of players getting roasted because of it. We're also missing some finer UI elements like the arrow on the icon to know if you can plant. Here's another one. Opening the console will input the same key that you bound to it, which irritates me because it's extra steps of using the console, whereas CSGO just opens it cleanly. Along that, there's always the performance side of things in question, including some issues with latency and balance in matches, but that's what I got right now. But with all this stuff, make sure you report it to Valve via email. This is the official way to send in bugs. With anything new, it's always a bit sketchy, and you're used to the old that works, so it can be hard to adapt. But the game has to evolve at some point. The way they've treated CS2, in my opinion, is pretty damn good. The only thing left in terms of the roadmap alone is to see if they can give us a good release. But if updates keep coming out like this, then the future is bright. Peace.